FX Nation, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this video guys, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the FTMO challenge. And what are my thoughts on the challenge on FTMO. If I were to do the challenge, would I pass it? Would I fail it? So we'll talk about all those things today on this week's video. I know we haven't made a video in a while, but we're going to start back up on the videos on a regular basis now. And so this will be the first one. So it's all about FTMO. All right. So without further ado, let's get this started. All right. So I think a lot of you may have heard of FTMO. If you haven't, it's basically a prop firm that basically gives you money to trade. And before they give you money, obviously, then you have to pass a challenge. And as you can see on the screen here are the different challenges. You have different balances that you want to go to. So you can go for like a $25,000 account, 50, 100,000. And each challenge essentially has, their own rules that you have to basically go by. If you break any of the rules, then you fail, essentially. So you pay into the challenge itself. Once you pass the challenge, you actually get the money back. So that's very, very awesome that happens. So you pay up front, whatever the amount you want. So if you want a $25,000 account, you're going to pay this in this currency. I believe for USD, it's probably like 261 or something like that. But anyway, so you get to follow the rules, and essentially you pick aggressive, normal for your risk. You can see how it changes the numbers. So it's really very customizable to how you want to trade, whether you want to be super aggressive or not so aggressive. But anyway, so what do I think about FTMO? So honestly, like, without me going through the challenge itself, like, I wouldn't be able to give my honest opinion about it, because at that point I'd just be speculating, right, as to whether it's good, bad, whether it actually works, and things of that nature. So I ended up taking the challenge just to go through the process, to see how everything works, kind of give you my feedback on it and whether or not I think it's worth it. I think that now, FTMO not being the only one prop firm, but it's definitely, I think, one of the most popular ones. I think for traders nowadays, when you may have the skill to trade, but not necessarily the capital. And so I think if you have the skill to trade, but you just don't have the capital, I definitely think this is a really good option for those specific traders. So what happens? So you sign up for the challenge itself. Once you sign up, you get basically credentials. Once you're logged in, you can go ahead and start the challenge. Now, a couple things that I want to bring up that I found pretty interesting is, you could see the trading period here is 30 days. That 30-day trading period does not start until you take your first trade. So let's say if you buy the $25,000 challenge today and you don't start your first trade until a month from now, that's when the clock for the 30 days actually starts. Okay, so I found that very interesting. That it's not, once you pay, you got 30 days basically. It's not like that at all. It's all based off of when you make your first trade. Okay. So that's one thing. Another thing that I found very interesting is the maximum daily loss and just the maximum loss. So when they talk about this maximum daily loss, they don't mean if you lose $1,250 in a day. They mean if you go negative $1,250 in a day. So if you're on a trade, if you have an open trade and that trade goes negative $1,250, you're done, even though the trade's not officially closed. So keep that in mind if you're doing this particular challenge, that It's not like once you actually lose the 1250 is literally once you go negative 1250 that you will lose, even though you're still in the open trade. So keep that in mind, because this really brings out the risk management part of trading. And I think that this is way more important to them than you actually making a boatload of money. Okay, they want to know whether you know how to manage risk, because they know you're going to lose trades. Everybody loses trades. It doesn't matter how good you are, right? You're going to lose trades. It's all about how well do you manage essentially the risk that comes along with it. So very important is when you're doing these challenges, I found it very helpful, for me at least, to just have a pre-plan of what your lot size are that you're going to take on these trades per your balance. How many trades you're going to have open, and so you really have to plan this out. And it helps out a lot. That way you're not, kind of coming up on this on the fly as your trades are coming in. You already have this pre-planned out, so you can automatically just put in the trades without putting in too much thought. Also, I think that if you focus in on, 1 to maybe 3 pairs, and not try to literally trade every little thing that you can, would be extremely helpful, because you're focusing in on something very specific that you're most familiar with. So if you're going to take this challenge, definitely be aware that 30 days does not start until you actually put in your first trade. Then the clock starts. And then you got to trade at least 10 trading days. So for me, I passed my challenge. I passed it in 15 days, and that was it. So what happens is once you pass the challenge, you essentially get an email. And let me bring that up so I can show you what it looks like. So you get an email like this, and it says congratulations on successfully passing the challenge, and you kind of get your spiel here, and then you actually get a nice little certificate for passing the challenge, right? And that's it. And then you go on to wait for verification. They send you another email with another login credentials for another account. So you actually get 2 different accounts with them. So you get the first initial account, which is this one here, right? So you get the login credentials for this account first. Once you pass this, you'll get the email like I just showed you. You get the certificate and all that stuff. And then they send you a second email with a different account with a verification. And then essentially it's basically, if you pick the $25,000 account, you get another $25,000 account. And then now you just basically have 60 days to get 1,200. So damn near, so half of the profit target. So, and this part right here, I think is way more important than the first, because this basically shows the consistency. And that's what they're looking for. That's why they give you 60 days for this verification part. So you get a whole second account. So yeah, so that's the process essentially. It's very simple. Didn't have any problems at all. I found their servers and stuff like that to be very precise. Didn't have any kind of problems at all putting in trades, closing trades, stop losses or anything like that. Everything worked out very well. Spreads were very good also. Yeah, I mean it was a really good experience. I didn't have any kind of questions to ask or anything like that, so I didn't get to kind of experience, customer service or anything like that. But I mean, I would assume that it's on point. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. Once you sign up, you get very good, detailed instructions, and everything like that. So the experience itself, very positive and very good. But yeah, so guys, listen, if you have the skills, but you don't have the money to trade Forex, then this would be a very good option for you. I think nowadays, the excuse of not having any money to trade, I think now that is over with these prop firms coming up and basically giving you the money up front to trade with. And you can basically make a full-time living if you wanted to, using somebody else's money, basically. You get to split it 70-30, by the way, so not bad. I heard some other prop firms are doing 50-50, others do 80-20. So, it really just depends, I guess, on the firm, on how they do it. But this one is 70-30. Not bad at all. Not a bad experience. If anything does come up where I have a bad experience or anything, I'll make a video about it. If I have any problems withdrawing any kind of money or anything like that, or if I have any hiccups, I'll make a video on it, and we can make this a series or something like that. That way you guys can kind of keep track of what FTMO is all about and how does it work. Another thing that I did want to mention is there's you guys notice the last month or so, stock market has been going kind of crazy with the Wall Street bet stuff. Right now, crypto is going insanely crazy. With everything. I mean, literally, like, everything crypto is going up in value, like crazy. Like, literally every single one. You can see all the percentages here, 17.5. I mean, it's ridiculous. You have companies now, Tesla, putting in money, 1.5 billion. I think Apple is going to be next. Imagine if Apple goes in to the ecosystem of Bitcoin. Imagine if Apple brings and actually creates their own blockchain for their mobile wallet, for their Apple Pay. I mean, that could be seriously game changer. I was thinking I might start doing some crypto content on this channel. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about that? Would you like to see some crypto content on this channel? I'd love to do it for you. I'm actually starting to get into trading crypto myself. So yeah, we can do a whole bunch of other stuff now with trading crypto. And let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think, if you guys would like to see that kind of stuff on the channel. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. If you need any more help with trading, we do have a new course or new mentorship class starting in March. All the details will be in the description. And you guys have a good one. We'll keep the videos now on a more consistent basis. And yeah, guys, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the week.